David had always been a dreamer, living in a quiet town tucked between rolling hills and busy streets. He loved the simple things: morning coffee on the porch, birds singing outside, and the rhythm of life around him. But despite his dreams, David faced a challenge that haunted him every day. He couldn't focus. Whether at work, at home, or while studying, his mind wandered. Tasks piled up, deadlines loomed, and stress became a constant companion. It wasn't that David lacked ambition. He wanted to excel, to make a difference, to live life fully. But every time he tried to concentrate, his thoughts scattered like leaves in the wind. Even studying felt impossible, no matter how hard he pushed himself. That's when he met Thomas, a retired psychology professor who had recently moved to town. Thomas was known for his calm presence and the quiet wisdom he carried, and one afternoon, David found himself seeking his guidance. "Thomas," David began, hesitating slightly, "I feel stuck. I can't focus. I can't retain anything, and it feels like I'm failing myself every day. Can you help me?" Thomas smiled warmly and motioned for him to sit. "David," he said gently, "the power to focus is within you. Like any skill, it can be strengthened. I'll teach you 5 habits that can change your mind, your work, and your life. But you have to practice them with patience and intention. Lesson 1. Calm your mind." Thomas handed David a clear glass of water, then picked up another glass and sprinkled a spoonful of sand into it. "What do you see?" he asked. "Cloudy water," David replied. "Exactly. Now watch." They sat quietly for a moment. Slowly, the sand began to sink to the bottom, leaving the water clear again. "Our minds work the same way," Thomas said. "When they're filled with stress, noise, or too many thoughts, everything looks blurry. But when you sit still for a few minutes and breathe, the chaos settles. A calm mind sees clearly, and a clear mind stays focused." Lesson 2. Focus on the present. Next, Thomas lit a small candle. "Look at the flame," he instructed. "Not the past, not the future, just the flame." David struggled at first, his mind wandering to emails, bills, unfinished projects, and even the studying he kept putting off. But he kept returning to the flame over and over. After several minutes, he noticed a subtle shift. He wasn't thinking about anything else. "The present is all we truly have," Thomas said. "Focus on it, and you'll discover clarity in your actions." Lesson 3. Understand, don't just memorize. Thomas gave David a sponge and a smooth pebble, pouring a small stream of water over both. The sponge soaked it up effortlessly, while the water slid off the pebble. "Some people treat knowledge like this pebble," Thomas said. "They try to cram facts without understanding. But when you absorb information like a sponge, you remember it deeply and can apply it wisely. Seek comprehension, not memorization." Lesson 4. Break learning into small parts. On the table, Thomas placed a bundle of thin wooden sticks tied tightly together. He slid them toward David. "Try breaking these," Thomas said. David gripped the bundle with both hands and pushed with all his strength, but nothing happened, not even a crack. Thomas smiled, untied the bundle, and spread the sticks out one by one. "Now try again." David picked up a single stick and snapped it easily, then another and another. Within seconds, the entire bundle was broken. Thomas looked at him and said, "That's how big goals work. All at once they feel impossible. But when you break them into smaller steps, each one becomes manageable. Achieving a little at a time builds momentum, and momentum builds success." Lesson 5. Practice regularly. Thomas placed 2 small pots on the table. "In this one," he said, "I water the seeds every day, and in this one, I water them whenever I remember." He pointed to the first pot, where tiny green shoots were pushing through the soil. The second pot was dry and lifeless. "This is what consistency looks like," Thomas explained. "Daily effort, no matter how small, creates growth. Irregular effort creates nothing. Even 20 minutes of focused practice each day can transform your life. Water your habits like seeds, and they'll grow. David took these lessons to heart. At first, change was subtle. He set aside 5 minutes each morning to calm his mind, practiced focusing on one task at a time, sought understanding rather than rote repetition, divided large projects into smaller tasks, and committed to daily practice. Gradually, his concentration sharpened, work became easier, creativity flowed, stress decreased, confidence returned. Months later, David noticed something remarkable. Life felt fuller. He wasn't just completing tasks, he was engaging with them. His relationships improved because he was present, attentive, and patient. His career gained momentum not through luck, but through deliberate, focused effort. His studying improved, and he finally felt in control of his learning. 5 years later, David is thriving. He runs a small consulting business, mentors young professionals, and still recalls that day with Thomas vividly. The 5 habits weren't just techniques. They were life-changing principles that transformed his mind, his work, and his future. Your mind is more powerful than you realize. The power of a focused mind isn't reserved for the naturally talented. It's built, nurtured, and strengthened through deliberate habits. Calm your thoughts, stay present, seek understanding, break big goals into small steps, and practice consistently. Applied daily, these 5 principles turn overwhelm into clarity, stress into productivity, and scattered effort into meaningful results. Treat your mind with care and discipline. Small, consistent actions shape not only what you achieve, but who you become. Focus isn't merely a skill. It is the essential blueprint for a fulfilled and extraordinary life. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back with another inspiring story.